Woo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here. It's a beautiful day today. Let's get into something new. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button since you're here. Oh yeah, you should have hit the like button coming through the door. And thank you guys for your super chats and your Cash App donations. I do appreciate it. I guess people got paid on Friday and they just said, you know what? He's right. We've been taking advantage of the home. Let's show some love. I appreciate all the love and support. I do. And to show you how very appreciative I am, here's a story you probably haven't heard. I don't know if it is out there. It's no real big deal, but Tupac and Kid and Play. A lot of people like, huh? They had beef? Nah, they didn't have beef. But Tupac and Kid and Play, man, a lot of people don't see that as a tandem. Like, they hung out. People it just wouldn't. If you just know now, if you just say Pac, Pac don't even look like he played. See, a lot of people they know Death Row Pac. They don't remember Tupac when he was not with Death Row. A lot of them don't really remember. But this was before I get around and all of these things that Pac was doing at the time. This was before he even had a record deal. Kid and Play was it. Okay? When they dropped their album, it was weird because people saw them as backup dancers. So nobody really took them serious. They was like, man, Kid and Play. Like, what is this? Oh, this Salt and Pepper's boyfriends. So that's what they was known as. Like, from the fans' perspective. People were like, oh, them Salt and Pepper boyfriends. Yeah, they the backup dancers. Like, yeah, they dating Salt and Pepper. Because they was always with them and everything, but they dropped the album, their debut album, because they got a deal on a record company. Wiz got them on Select Records and got them a deal and put them out. See, back then you had to have a record popping basically before you even had a record deal. You had to have a two-hit single. So Herbie and everybody had helped out on this album and made it an outstanding classic. That Too Hype album that was it, you know. Too Hype was the album. So Too Hype comes out and everybody was introduced to Kid and Play with Getting Funky, and from that point on, with them outfits and the Jordans, they just did all these crazy dances and everybody was like, what is this? They was on. So Kid and Play was popular at the time. They were like booming through the roof. And Pac was at this time just like starting out with Digital Underground. And this time Kid and Play is just rolling. They the biggest thing in the world off one album. They toured that album for about 2 years. Seriously. They were working on a second album, but still performing songs from the first album. They was trying to make Funhouse and was still doing that off the success of the first album. They still got all these things going on. And off the strength of the first album, they got a cartoon finna come out. Right along with MC Hammer, Hammerman, and all that. They got both of them got cartoons coming out. in the morning, and they working on their feature film, which was House Party. So while they had all of this going on, they're touring. They're on tour right now. House Party hadn't even dropped yet. They had just filmed a video for Too Hype and did like a remix to it where they babysitting a baby and stuff. I'm quite sure the video's on YouTube. So everybody will know what I'm talking about. But that's on there. And then they did their whole movie for House Party. Pac and them, they're on tour. And Digital Underground and Tupac and all of them end up on the tour bus, hanging out together. And Pac was, man, he loved to hang around with Kid and Play and all the people that was in Herbie's crew, from Kwame to Sweet Tea, Antoinette, all these people that was around. Like, this was what he would have loved to been associated with this group, because this was his crew. Like, he hung out with them because they were more his age, they were more lively, they had fun. This is what he liked to do. And Shock and Digital Underground was entirely different. I'm gonna let a lot of people know some things here that was told to me that a lot of people probably don't know. Tupac and Shock wasn't as close as people think. Now, I don't want people to think like they were beefing and all that. That's not the case. It's not the case. I'm just saying they never was as tight as Shock makes them out to be. This is what it was told to me. Whether it's true or not, I believe it from the people who actually told me. I believe them when they say that. Pac looked at Shock as, alright, I'm gonna do this because I need the bread, but I ain't really feeling it. I'm not really feeling, Shock and his crew and hanging with these dudes. That's not like what he really wanted to be down with. And they told me what Shock would do. For instance, every time like a show is over, or they'll be doing rehearsals or something, and there's some girls that they'll be hanging around or something. Shock would like to front members off in the band. He'll be talking to some girls on the side while he's sitting there by the keyboard or whatever, and he'll tell another crew member to go do something. He'll be, hey, where Pac at? Yeah, tell Pac to take this box right here and put it in the van, and try to just front him off in front of the girls so the girls will see it's his show. He the boss. He in charge. He did things like that. That's what was said. And Pac really didn't like it. And one day Pac ignored him and kind of blew him off one day. And he was like, I'm going to send you home. If you ever do that again, I'm going to come. He went and snapped on him and told the manager he's going to send him home. Pac ain't listening. And I really don't need him here. He in the way. And it was the record label that told him, like, to keep Pac on there. And he's like, look, dude, just keep him on there. Or, this kid's going to go do something else. We going to lose him. And he's like, he's talented. You could use him. The kid can rap. Give him something to do. So that's when they start making him more of a dancer instead of a guy moving stuff around. But Pac was using that as his opportunity just to get in the game. So he wasn't really feeling the Digital Underground. Like, that wasn't the kind of music he wanted to get into. He wanted to make some other type of music. So Ice Cube and all that, Eazy-E and WA, that was more his thing. Like, I want to cut loose. And once he saw how they blew up, that's when he was like, man, we got it. Man, look how Cube and them blowing up. They taking over the game. He's telling what's his name, like, look at NWA and Cube. They talking about what's real. They putting it out there. It's time. We got to start telling people what's going on. We got to talk to the people. We could still make them dance, but still we got to give them something real. Shock wasn't trying to hear it. Shock was like, look, we don't do that. Digital Underground, this is what we do. This is follow it to the letter. So while they was on tour and doing their thing, Pac wasn't even hanging with them dudes. Pac, Pac was hanging with Kid and Play the entire time. Kid and Play was doing their tour. They had the movie finna get ready to come out. He was hanging around Kid and Play. He knew Kid and Play is like the guys. They were the coolest guys on the bus. Kid and Pac knew each other, and that was enough for him and Play to be in there. He was trying to beat Play in a dance contest. He was like, man, I could take your spot. I'm going to take Play's spot. I'm going to be the dark-skinned brother today. He was like, Kid gonna get all the women, man. They love that high top fade. He's like, what was that girl said? Ooh, Kid, your hair is just, how does it you get it to stay up so high? Pac was a fool. Man, he was cracking everybody up on the bus. And they would always play games. And he loved that. So he was loving being with them. And he ended up getting a deal through Interscope because Shock didn't like the fact he wasn't really linking with Digital Underground the way they felt he should. When they on tour, he's hanging with everybody else and not really with Digital. He with Q. He with NWA. He's hanging around every situation there is because he's trying to get on. So they went to a club one night and you got Kid, you got Play, and all of them up there. Play them, they going to the after party. Pac, that's when like all they buddies and Kid and Play got other friends that they hang with, Wares and all them, and Kwame was there. Kwame, what's up? And Kwame was like, they was like, you finna hit the after party? Now Kwame is a Muslim, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go, but I ain't finna do this, I ain't finna drink. And he was like, oh man, Kwame, my brother man with the bean pies. Like, we gotta get you a bean pie sandwich and all that. He was, nah, man. I ain't gonna do that. So they get there and everybody goes crazy, of course. So Pac gets to go to the after party. I'm gonna be in the VIP area because Kid plays in the VIP area. Nobody know who Tupac is. They can't even say his name. So the DJs is like, yo, everybody in the house. Yo, what's up? We got Kid and Play. Now, they just got through performing all night. They was like, man, we just got through rapping and doing all this all night. The last thing I want to do was come to this after party and perform. And they went to the after parties because the girls was going to be there. But they didn't know at the time that Herbie was getting paid for them to be there. Herbie was getting paid for them to be there. They cut a deal with Herb. Herb was getting a stacks of money so that they would show up to the club. So they didn't have a choice. They better show up or else. You don't care how tired you is. You going to the after party. I don't care how long you stay, but you're going to that after party. So they go to the after party. And while they at the after party, the DJ always wants somebody to, grab the mic and say, yo, somebody got to get on the ones and twos and rock the mic and, and do what they do. So somebody got to do it, and grab the mic and say a couple of words to the people, who probably didn't get a chance to get into the club or whatever. I mean, the concert. So Pac get up, like, come on, man. He trying to pull a kid arm, like, come on, kid, gotta get up there, man. Get up, man. You gotta get up. He's like, man, I've been rapping all night on stage, man. I don't feel like going up there just to say a couple of lines. He was like, dude, all you gotta do is say 1 2 1 2, and I'm gonna pass this mic on to my boy Tupac, and you'll hand me that microphone, and that's all you got to do. I got the rest. You ain't got the rap at all. You grab the mic and set it up for me. And that's how Pac got on. Kid got up there, said, hey, everybody in the house, what's up? It's your boy Kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little tired. I've been rapping all night, on stage. I'm glad y'all came out. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get his microphone to my boy, Tupac. What you got to say? Pac got on there and was ripping. The DJ looked like, who the hell is this? Who the hell is this dirty guy you just put on my microphone? It was hilarious because they all was looking like, all right, who's this dude? And Pac wanted to go for it. He was that guy. So this time, Play was the ladies' man. Play had all the chicks. They wasn't playing around. Kid and Play was knocking them down. So Play had about 2 groupie chicks that he met. And Pac was like, yo, Play, don't play. Like, let me get in there. He's like, oh, no. This a private show. This a private show tonight. And the chick was like, I don't want him. It's funny because they fronting Pac off and everything else, but you ask a girl now today, they got Tupac tattooed on them. But they was fronting him off back then. But those are some of the great times. Some other things happened too down the road, but I don't know. Should I make this 2 parts? I don't want to make the videos too long and you guys get all distant on me and be like going to sleep and ain't paying attention. So, but this was the start of Tupac really starting to rip. Getting on the mic and start doing his thing to the point where he went back to Digital Underground and was like, look, man, either y'all give me some more to do or I'm up out of here, man. I ain't finna be doing this. I ain't finna be doing it. Y'all gotta give me something to do. And that's how he got his spot on Same Song. They gave him like, look, we're gonna give him his shot. We're gonna put him on Same Song. And that's how Pac really got on Same Song and had the best verse in there. We put him in the video. And they started to take him a little serious as an artist and being, down. You know what I'm saying? So they never really had Shock was entirely different with the situation, as far as Pac's career. They just kind of stayed. When he got his album deal, they really didn't do anything with Tupac's album. They weren't on it. They didn't produce a song. Even though he was trying to do the underground thing, they were just like, look, he's doing his thing, and it ain't got nothing to do with us. That's how Pac first album was. And Kid and Play and everybody, they supported it. They came out when he had his release party and everything else, and they was happy for him. He had a record deal. He can get out there and make the songs he want to make. I mean, that was interesting. But Oh yeah, there's some other stuff that we're gonna get into, but this is already 20 minutes, so definitely support the page. Thank you guys, and we will make a part 2. So this will be part 1. This is the end. Part 2 will be up soon, and we'll go and tell. Yeah, because there's some other stuff. It'll make this video too long, so we'll just split it in 2 parts. So enjoy part 1. Listen to it a couple times till we get part 2 ready. I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease.